Well, hello, my name is Jim Royal. I am a huge Beatles and Elvis Presley fan and basically classic rock in general. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. At the end of the video, if you could do a thumbs up, that's always most appreciated. And feel free to leave comments. I always enjoy reading them and I do my best to try to respond in a timely manner. Today what I wanted to do is I got inspired from my childhood to do this video. I was a big Beatle fan when I was a kid too. And my exposure to the Beatles basically was on my parents' car radio. They didn't really listen to radio at home, but every time they got in the car, we would hear popular tunes of the day. Now, I grew up in the 70s and 80s as a kid, and you know, the radio was on FM and it was whatever was popular, and the Beatles were popular then, even though at that point they had broken up. But there were a lot of songs that I would hear on the radio and I thought they were the Beatles. Like, for example, Let 'Em In from Wings. I thought that was Paul McCartney and the Beatles. I didn't realize it was his solo stuff. I had no idea. So anyway, what I did is I came up with 20 songs here that I think are a good representation of songs that sound like the Beatles but are not. Okay? Now, due to copyright issues, I cannot play these songs for you. In some cases, I will sing them a little bit, or what I remember of them. I'm going off my memory on some of these, and actually I have a list here that I put together of 20 songs. So these could be people that maybe they're just, you know, they're inspired by the Beatles, or at the time they knew that the Beatles were popular and they tried to sound like the Beatles. Okay? So this is in no order. The first song is called Magic. This is from a group called Pilot from 1974, and this goes along the lines of whoa, oh, oh, it's magic, you know, whoa. Goes on something like that. Alright, the next song is called Our House, and this is from Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. This is off of their Deja Vu album from 1970. And this was written by Graham Nash. He was also in the Hollies before that. And this is a real Beatle-y type number. And it goes along like, our house is a very, very, very fine house. We got 2 kids in the yard. Da, 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 da. So that's Our House. And there's commercials, you might have seen that one on. Alright, the next one is called Sunny Afternoon. This is from the Kinks from 1966. I love this song. This is Beatles, you know, mid-period. So it says, how does it go? It says, save me, save me, save me, save me, please. I got a big fat mama trying to break me. Oh, love to every day. Live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon in the summertime. So that's Sunny Afternoon. Alright, song number 4 is The Things We Do for Love. This is a group, 10cc. I actually have 2 on here. This is from 1976. Now, 10cc, one of the members of that band was Eric Stewart, and Eric Stewart later collaborated with Paul McCartney. He actually played on some of his 80s albums like Tug of War and also Pipes of Peace, but he actually wrote some songs, co-wrote songs with Paul that ended up on Press to Play in '86. So this is The Things We Do for Love. This one I always thought was the Beatles. It says, how does it go? It says, da da da. Things we do for love, we could da 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 da. Anyway, I should have listened to this song before, but I didn't. But anyway, it's a very popular song. I remember it was on Everybody Loves Raymond. All right, the next song is called I'm Not in Love by 10cc, and this is from 1975. And this is, if you remember Guardians of the Galaxy, I believe was on that soundtrack. So it goes along the lines of I'm not in love, so don't forget it. I'm just feeling that way. Anyway, that is a great tune. I love that song. Alright, Day After Day is from Badfinger. Now, Badfinger was a group that was managed by the Beatles. Well, they were on Apple Records, and several of the Beatles, had worked with them. Paul McCartney gave them the song "Come and Get It." Can't count that though because it's actually a Beatles song. But there's two here I'm going to do back to back. This first one is "Day After Day." It's from 1971. And it does feature George Harrison. I believe he's playing slide on this, and it's an excellent song. And it goes along the lines of, looking out my lonely window, day after day. And it says, na, 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 with you. Alright, so then the next song is called No Matter What. And this is from 1970. No matter what you say, do, I'll be in love with you. Ooh, girl, you know it's true, it's true. Alright, the next song is called I Love You by the Climax Blues Band. This is song number 8, and this is from 1981. Excellent tune. Again, I thought this was Paul McCartney and the Beatles. Remember this as a kid, and yeah, somebody else. And I can't remember the lines too well, but it's like, and ooh, I love you. It's a really great tune. Alright, song number 9 is Allentown. This is from Billy Joel. This is from his 9-line Curtain album in 1982. And I remember him saying, well, we're living here in Allentown, and they shut all the factories down. Da 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 da. Excellent tune. I remember seeing the video, and I've always loved it. And to me, it sounds so Beatle-y. All right, Right Down the Line is by Jerry Rafferty. This is from his City to City album. It's from 1977. Those of you that might remember Jerry Rafferty also did the really good song Baker Street, which is one that I would love to put here, but it has a saxophone, and I don't know, this one sounds more like it. Right Down the Line. And he's talking about, oh God, I can't remember the lyrics. I just listened to this song right before here, but I can't remember how it goes. But he's saying, how he's talking about a love of his life, and he's saying, that I've always felt this way right down the line. But anyway, it's a really good tune, and I'd recommend it. All right, Wishing You Were Here. This is from Chicago, and this is from 1974. Kind of has a Beach Boys influence, but I would say that it's kind of reminds me of more Beatles, and it's talking about being on the road. It says, another town, another place, ooh, wishing you were here. And it's just a great song. Peter Cetera sings it too, and the other member of Chicago. So there's like both of them switching off on there. All right, How Much I Feel by Ambrosia. This is from 1978. This is another song. These songs I would encourage you to check them out on YouTube. They're all on there. But How Much I Feel by Ambrosia is a really good tune. I've been kind of hearing that on some oldies songs. That's from 1978. All right, then song number 13 is Killer Queen. This is by Queen from 1974. I always love this one. And it says, she's a killer queen, dynamite with the laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind anytime, and caviar and cigarettes, and then he goes on like that. But Killer Queen, Freddie Mercury does such a good vocal on there. All right, the next song is Your Song. I'm sure all of you guys have heard this. This is song 14 from Elton John from 1970. It says, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind. Get dun, 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 your song. Well, you're the one for me. All right, next song is Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. This is from Elton John. This is later from 1973. So Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. You know that one. Dun, dun, dun. Can't live being your pen pal. No, 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 no. All right, next song is called Bus Stop. This is song 16 by the Hollies. This is from 1966. Again, Graham Nash is in here. This was a few years before he split them. So it says, bus stop, dun, 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 please share my umbrella. And then he's talking about, by August she was mine, Every day we would be right at the stop. Dun, 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 dun. And then he's talking about, remember all the clothes she wore. You know that one. This is a real classic one. All right, song number 17 is from the Dave Clark Five. It's called Because, and it's from 1964. Dave Clark Five, they were a really good band. I would encourage you to check this one out too. This is a really good one. I was listening to this the other day and I'm like, yeah, I got to write this one down. All right, song number 18, Pictures of Matchstick Men. This is by Status Quo, 1968. Very psychedelic, kind of like psychedelic Beatles. I remember Camper Van Beethoven redid this album from Key Lime Pie, I think it was, from 1989. Anyway, it's pictures of matchstick men and you. Every day I think of you. Da, 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 da. All right. Next song, song number 19. These are the last two, 19 and 20. This is Cuddly Toy by the Monkees, 1967. Harry Nilsson wrote this song. Harry Nilsson, if you remember, was John Lennon's friend. John Lennon in the 70s and 74 produced Cuddly. What was he? He produced Pussycats and co-wrote a couple songs. Old Dirt Road from Walls and Bridges, and then Mucho Mungo from an album that would be Pussycats. You're such a cuddly toy. Do-do-do-do. Should you tell your mother? Anyway, if you've seen Monkees, you know that song. Okay, the next song is called Randy Scouse Git by the Monkees, 1967. This was off of their Headquarters album. How does it? He says, why don't you cut your hair? Why don't you live up there? Da 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 da. Well, she's a nice da da da, and she's mine, all mine. Na 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 na, and I'm feeling fine. Well, the caviar is there, and the da 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 da. Why don't you cut your hair? Why don't you live up there? Anyway, I had a good time with this. So what are some other songs? Do you think these songs that I named are songs that sound like the Beatles, or am I just, kind of stretching a little bit here? What are other songs that maybe I didn't put on there? So why don't you, let me know in the comments, and I really appreciate you watching my video, okay? Take care. Thank you. Bye.